Why are you in Windsor?
This is a very interesting market. We're focusing more on local. You know, the wedding report has been traditionally national, and now because of what we've seen happening here, this could be some sort of model that we'll be following. For example, their photography is way above the national average. Some of their advertisers are getting almost double the amount of what the national average is. And that was very interesting to us. That shows us that this particular local market seems to be faring better than others, and especially as hard as they've been hit because of the car industry. Very, very interesting dynamics going on here.
And did you have any advice for anyone that maybe is seeing a little bit of the crunch? Is there anything they can do to step up their game?
There's pockets that are still hard hit, sure. It's just not falling for the fairy dust, you know. And what we're doing in my reporting right now, I have several stories that is investigating fairy dust. You know, some of the publications are out there trying to do a better job, and they're taking some of the data and trying to leverage it to their advantage. You know, they're not looking at the data from the vantage point that it's designed to be looked at. You know, just look at the data and be guided by the data. Don't try and spin it into, well, it's a V-shaped recovery. That means we're on the fast track back to, you know, 2007. Well, that's just not the case.
And so if someone pays for the statistics, how is that going to help them with their business?
They could now zoom in into their local market. For example, we've added features where they could do surrounding zip codes and see if their markets, if weddings are increasing, stagnant, or if they're declining. And they could adjust their business accordingly in real time instead of looking back and saying, well, we had a bad year. You know, people won't spend and invest in their business if they know that, you know, the weddings are declining. I mean, it's not a good business move to go out and, you know, borrow money if you're going to have a bad year. You need to batten down the hatches and be ready for what's coming. However, if you see some growth and it's sustainable, go out and you know, buy new equipment, hire new help, and be prepared for the changes that are happening.
So usually, like you said, you're usually interviewing people and getting the information out there. Do you think you're going to take anything back with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll stay in even closer contact. For example, Stuart has been trying to tell me for the past 6 months, you know, what he's doing on Facebook. And until you actually see it and are a part of it and getting people's reactions, and we will follow up with some of the people in the room of how they're going to implement some of these changes into their business, we can do a better job of reporting once we understand it, as you know.
And how do people reach you? You can announce your website.
It's www.ewednews.com.